How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another Thursday. It's another Gear Talk. I'm here, as you saw the video previous that came out last week, COVID-19, coronavirus. Yeah, it's not fun. I've gotten through everything. I'm able to go back to work. I just have done that, as you can tell by what I'm wearing. Yeah, still feeling the effects. My lungs, I think I might have bruised my ribs from all the coughing. So it hurts to cough. I'm going to try my best not to. I've kind of had more control. Everything's been kind of okay. So don't worry. We're here. We're talking about Gears of War material like we always do. And until we get to the next series, I'm really just covering all the basics. What are we talking about today? My favorite sidearm in all of Gears of War. The Gorgon Pistol or the Gorgon Submachine Gun, whatever you may want to call it, that's what we're talking about. It is by far like the greatest thing in the world. I enjoy it in 2. It's fun. But then when you get it in 3, it's just amazing because it's not burst fire anymore. Burst fire was what was in 2. They just give it full automatic. It's just a fully automatic submachine gun you get in Gears of War 3. And the worst part is, you don't get anything after that. Like, Gears of War 4, not there. Nothing in 5. I believe it was in Judgment. I believe it was. Not in 1. So, what does that leave us with? Well, an amazing gun in a very, very limited range in the franchise. I apologize during this video if there's a lot of breaks like the last time. The coughs are still really bad. I went from having like my normal yearly sickness and jumped right into COVID. So my coughs have not stopped. And it's been horrible for the last month because it hurts. And I'm trying my best. I'm going to do my best in this one. You might hear when I hit the higher, like I inflate my voice a lot more. It might sound a little groggy. I apologize for that. I'm not trying for it to. It's just, that's what we're dealing with right now. So, the Gorgon Pistol. We first meet this in 2 along with the Kantus. This is like the Kantus main sidearm that they fight with. Their main weapon in general. When you fight a Kantus, they're busting out the Gorgon Pistol. They pull it out. It's not only is it firing, and I had to read it here because it's very interesting on the firing mechanism. It uses a hydraulically loaded spike to work the action. Each trigger pulled fire 1 round, and the recoil from that round was used for more rounds on the backswing. So basically, this submachine gun, this Gorgon Pistol, this Gorgon submachine gun, it had a lot of kickback. I mean, a lot of kickback. Like this thing you would fire, it's just pulling up like crazy. It was dual loaded, so each side had a magazine to it. So when you would hold it up, magazines are right here, the firing mechanism's right there. It's a very interesting weapon because here's what you have normally for the sidearms. So you get the snub pistol, which is like a 9mm. That's basically what it is. Then you get the Boltok. The Boltok is basically just like a Desert Eagle. It's just a big honkin' revolver. And then after that, the sidearms, you don't really get a lot of that. Like the Boltok you get now and then. But then you get the Gorgon Pistol, and it's a submachine gun. And it's so beautiful. Later on, you do get the Talon, which is like the pseudo replacement for it. But I'm sorry, the Gorgon is much better than the Talon submachine gun by a large margin. The Gorgon hits hard. It is deadly as ever. Like I said, we start off with burst action. We go into submachine gun, just full fire. And I won't lie to you, like, if you see like the Gears of War 2 playthrough that we're currently doing, which we're going to be finishing up very soon, that's one reason I want to do the Gorgon right now. It is, honestly, I talk a lot about it. I love it because it is that amazing of a sidearm. It's perfect. The Boltok obviously is hitting with the most damage, but I would say second would probably be the Gorgon because rate of fire, Gorgon wins. The rate of fire is all Gorgon. Like that's the thing in Gears of War, like you never got a lot of sidearms. Like we've talked about the Boltok, we've talked about the snub, but that's about it. Like you get the Talon, of course, but there's not much more range that you get. Like the Boltok is obviously a classic. That's always a thing. Like the Boltok along with the Gorgon are both locust weapons that are introduced. So obviously the Talon was like, oh hey, here's what the COG's working on for sidearms. But you know, the Gorgon was always like, you know, you killed the Kantus and you're a badge of honor, you get the Gorgon Pistol. It was amazing. You can use it with shields. Oh my goodness, it is a perfect combination of shields. Rapid fire while you have a big defense right in front of you. I mean, you could get some really crazy combinations going on, and the Gorgon could just do that. Like, I believe in Judgment you do get it. I have to remember, but I believe in Judgment you do get the Gorgon. And the Gorgon is just like, it's so good. Its stopping power is strong as ever, too. I prefer it. Like, honestly, like, I definitely prefer it over, like, Hammer Burst. Lancers, it's basically on even keel with a Lancer. But, like, because I prefer, like, if it's not like heavy damage like a shotgun, I don't really care for it. Like sniper rifles, I'm never the largest fan. So unless it's a shotgun, like I like a lot of bullets coming out of my guns. I love tri guns. I love like Nashers is the shotgun. Like I said, I enjoy the shotguns. But like you have that one, you have the mulchers. I love those to death because it's just a ton of bullets. And the Gorgon's a sidearm that lets you do that, and I think it's just amazing. I love it to death. It's got 32 rounds to it for the magazine. I think that's not bad. I think definitely for a sidearm, that's very good because, yeah, I think it's the most ammo you get for a sidearm, period. I don't think the Talon beats it. I don't believe it does. Yeah, I think it's really good. I think story-wise, there's not a lot of things that really come up aside from the Kantus priesthood uses it. We don't have a lot of main characters that ever use a Gorgon. That's the thing. Like, you have characters... The closest you ever get to that is pretty much just like the smaller, I can't think of the name, but like the creatures in 3 that fly around with the machine guns on them. But that's about it. Like nothing else is really, compared to the Gorgon, like it's really like the unsung hero of the series. It's my favorite sidearm, so I don't really know why we don't talk about it more, or why we don't bring it back. Like that's what I don't get. Okay, stick with me, okay? Little bit of a tangent, but it's a shorter video. Like the Gorgon doesn't have that much history to it, so don't worry. But like with the Gorgon Pistol, okay. You have, in 4, it's stated, these huge mass burial sites with all these weapons chucked in. Literally mountains of bolt-ox, hammerburst, all of this. And we're just supposed to expect, like, oh, all the Gorgon pistols, there's nothing here. No, like, come on. Like, some of the swarm should have been like, oh, hey, look, let's take this into battle. It's a goddamn Gorgon pistol. I mean, come on. Like, even the Therons were using them now and then. But, like, seriously, like... You can't have any characters just carrying around a Gorgon. Come on. Like, yeah, oh, we're introducing the Talon pistol in 5. That's why. Like, get rid of the Talon pistol. I'm sorry. We don't need the Talon pistol. You know, like, we have the other ones, like the... I don't remember it off the top of my head. Like, we'll get to the conversation for that one. Get rid of all that. Just put the Gorgon back in, okay? The Gorgon is an amazing gun. It works well. Its design is very well done. I think it's perfect. But yeah, I digress. Maybe in Gears 6, they'll be like, oh, hey, here's what happened to all the other weapons. They were somewhere. You know, like, I understand in 5 they were working on getting the marks out. But you would even think story-wise, you know, like, Paddock would be carrying around a Marksa or a Bushka. You know, bring the Bushka back. Come on, bring the Bushka. But no, you know, the Gorgon Pistol, just like the Bushka, basically the Marksa, it's pretty much just put in the corner like, yeah, go sit there. You know, just you're over there now. That's where you're living. You know, the mortar, you know, everyone, this is the area we're putting all the guns we don't need to use anymore. We got enough of them. Which I think that was one great thing about Gears is that you always had a large variety of guns. So in 2, when they introduced the Gorgon, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was a great addition. It made full sense why it was in 3. It was already introduced. Savage characters, the Therons were still using them. I thought it was good. I thought it was a really good addition, and I think they should have continued using it, but they didn't. So, I don't know. Like, I guess maybe the Locusts, when they all died and became Swarm, were like, you know what? It was a good run. But no one here feels like shooting it, and we don't know what's going on with the Kantus yet. They haven't woken up yet. They're still taking a nap. So, just leave them in the stockpiles, I guess. And that's what we're doing with it. So... Anticlimactic, the ending, but that's really going to do it. There's not a lot I can really talk about for the Gorgon Pistol. It is my favorite, but it's one of those things where, you know, my favorite thing is not brought up that much for, like, a weapon or a signature weapon like Boltox are, or, like, snubs are used a lot by, like, the really by the books, like Jeremiah Keegan, Kim, all them, but the Gorgon Pistol is used by the Kantus, and that's about it. Other fun facts... Nothing. It looks cool. I like it. It's got a big spike on it. That's about it. So I want to thank you all for watching. It's very short today. I just want to keep covering more of the guns just to say I've done it. But also because, like I said, talking-wise for a long time, lung-wise, it hurts. Coughing hurts my ribs, like right under and up the sides. It just hurts. So thank you all for watching. I want to thank everyone for making this possible. Thank the patrons for making this possible. I'm hoping to get over everything soon. I have a lot of stuff I need to cover and record still and get done, but my body really is taking a long time to recover from this. It's my first time I have COVID. I can't taste, so that's a thing, but I'm working on it, I swear. I'm not trying to just, you know, not do anything and be like, oh, I'm sick in bed. I am trying to do stuff without overexerting my body, but it is very, very hard having COVID, I've never had it. It sucks. Okay? For anyone who hasn't had it yet, good on you. You're one of the few survivors still. I didn't make it, but you're still doing it. I'll see you on the other side. But yeah, that'll do it for the video. Love you all to death. Later.